influence on the podcast shows I tuned into this week because I'm in love with this lifestyle. I'm in love with this podcast shit. I want my shit to be like one of the biggest podcast shows in the world. So I'm just listening to random podcasts, just trying to zone out and just absorb the culture. You know what I'm saying? And I just picked a random one. It was called Hidden Brain. I clicked on it. I read a quick little review, and it was the episode that kind of took my interest. It was called Getting Unstuck. So I said, okay, what's this about? A lot of them seemed like some life stuff. It was like some therapy shit, some mental therapy, some life coaching type podcasts. All different topics was different things that they probably was talking about stuff that probably will guide your life in some type of way. It seemed interesting to an extent, but I'm like, I already clicked on it, so I'm gonna listen to at least one. That's just what I do for my podcast. I pick random podcasts, I listen to it, and I do a review. That's how I get down. So, Getting Unstuck, I click it. It says, this episode we have somebody on the show, and they're talking about being stuck in a relationship that you want out of, being stuck at a job that is just not satisfying for you no more, and you want more financially, or you just want to do something bigger with your life. Being stuck in a home that you've outgrown. You need a bigger house. Being stuck in a car that's just not good enough for you no more. You want a bigger car, better mileage, or it looks nicer, you upgrade. Just being stuck in general. And I'm going through some relationship things, man, and I'm going through some job things, and I've been stuck. I feel like I am stuck. So I said, well, I don't know what these white people going to say, but I might catch a message. Just like, I didn't grow up in church as a child. Something else personal, gas life alert, you know what I'm saying? Quick off the topic, but my mom didn't raise me in church. You know what I'm saying? My grandma went to church very often, maybe not every Sunday, but she went often. I lived with my grandmother and my mom, and she go to church. I never was asked to go with her. It was never you need to go to church. And then she'd go, she'd come home, and she taught me prayers for before eating a meal. She taught me a prayer before I go to bed, and that was it. We never really got too much into the Bible. I didn't know nothing about nothing in the Bible. I know Jesus and God, and that was it, and a couple prayers. And I know you're supposed to pray. And I knew there was a God, but that was it. So I was never too deep on it. So once I got older and I start going to church a little bit, I wasn't so in depth like this was militant. Like it was just something that I had to do. I was just so into it. I went because it was so interesting. Some of the messages that I was getting was influential and powerful to my life, and it felt like it was hitting topics. It was hitting home with some of the things these pastors were saying, some of these preachers were saying. It wasn't the fact that I grew up on this and I was raised on this and this is a necessity, the mandatory for me to do it. It was, oh man, this is interesting, man. I'm feeling this. It's deep, but I didn't even know nothing about the Bible. I didn't know the story of Jesus. None of that. I didn't know none. Just basic stuff I heard in rap songs and other people talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I still went, even though I wasn't like a born Christian or nothing like that. I was learning. I was being guided. I was being influenced, but I didn't come up on that. But it still was messages that hit me. So back to the subject. These people I know are not like me. I know they're different, but the topic seemed like something I'm going through. I came to Georgia from Oakland. I was pimping. I was hustling. I was hitting licks. I was being lazy, depending on my bitches to make money so I could sit back and just be cool and collect and not go get. And I came out here and I got jobs and I had to learn how to deal with normal people that had been working jobs their whole life and deal with weirdos and lames and try to not talk too much about my past life and because they had never understand it, you know what I mean? And just become a normal go to work 9 to 5 type person and raise my kids and build a better life for my family. But the topic basic without coming from a black or white person view. Yes, I feel stuck at this job because now I'm here. I've been here 4 years and I need to do more. If I ain't finna do some street shit, if I'm gonna stay in this work world, I need to do more. I'm gonna be the best 9-to-5 career having motherfucker I could be. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in a fucked up situation with a relationship. The shit been crazy, up and down roller coaster for the longest, and I done had a whole nother kid and I don't know what to do. I'm unhappy. I want to be happy. I want to enjoy my life. I want to do all these things and be the best man I could be. But I feel like what I got going on, I can't accomplish that because of it's not what I want to be. It's not what I thought it was going to be. So, you know what I'm saying? I felt stuck. So I watched the podcast because they said relationships, jobs, these things and stuff I can relate to on the basic level. I don't know a nigga, a black man feeling like this would be the same as a white person feeling like this, but we gonna listen. So I tune in, and man, that podcast changed my life. It's called Hidden Brain. And man, the shit they was talking about, man, you gotta really tune in, man. If you stuck at anything in life, I don't care what it is. Even if you feel like you stuck in the trap, and you tired of trapping, you need to watch that, listen to that show, because they was telling they was giving a testimony. They was talking about their life and things you need to do. I'm not going to go too in depth because some of the shit I'm going through is very personal, and I would never put my family business or my whole work life, my whole personal life all the way out on the podcast. But some of the shit they was saying, it really helped me in a lot of ways. And I feel like anybody that's trying to grow and don't know what to do next and how to go about it, you should listen to that episode. It's called the podcast show is called Hidden Brain, and the episode I listened to is called Getting Unstuck. And you pull that shit up, if you going through something, you got a job and you can't figure out what to do next and how you gonna get to that next level. This lady tell her testimony and she talk about what she went through, and then it's another person on there talking about how they changed their life and what they had to do, and they get their scenarios and how they failed and then finally got shit right. And it was deep. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna sell no dream, man. And you know what I mean? Anybody that know me directly, no, I'm gonna tell you some real foul, fucked up, shady shit from the heart. I'm gonna tell you some real uplifting, honest, motivational, spiritual shit to help you sincerely from the heart. But either way, it's gonna be all the way 100, and it's gonna be all the way real. So I'm telling y'all this because that show was dope to me. It was deep. So y'all check that out, man. Second, it's called Trailblazers.fm. I met this cat named Stephen A. Hart on Instagram. You know, random people just add me all the time, man. I've been talking about doing this podcast. I've been saying I was going to do it, saying I'm going to do it. Linked up with niggas. Shit didn't go right. Tried to build. I even went so far as filming 2 episodes with somebody that never came out. You know, and I got to the point, I said, I got to do this. Georgia don't know me. Cali know me. They know I'm with the shit. Georgia don't know me. All this, we finna do this and it ain't happening. That ain't me. I'm about that action. I'm about that life. I make shit happen. If I get that urge, I procrastinate on a lot of shit. But when I get that urge, when I'm in full gas mode, I'm gassing. I'm coming. I'm about to make shit happen. It's going down. You feel me? And ain't no talking. It's happening. You feel me? So I did that. And I went and put up the bread. I did all that I talked about on my Friday gas fill up. And I talked about it last week. And I did this. You know what I'm saying? But he reached out. And he just said some encouraging words. He said, man, put your mind to it. Whatever you believe in is going to happen. We believe in you over here, Trailblazer. Keep pushing. Keep God first. You're going to make it. You got the vision. You got the drive. You took the first step. Do your thing. You know, it wasn't his exact words, but he said some real encouraging shit. I ain't finna go pull up the message, but I'm like, man, I don't even know this dude. Who is this dude? Why is he so motivating to me? Then I found out he's a mentor. He's a public speaker. You know what I'm saying? And then I seen he had a podcast. We talked a couple messages. I seen he got thousands of followers, but he also got a podcast. So he speak this motivational shit on a regular. He ain't just talking to me. He do this for real. So I instantly hit him. Hey, out of respect, the energy and the support you just gave me, that vibe you just gave me, to encouraging me to drop my shit, I'm finna watch your show. I didn't even know what this dude's show was about. It could have been some shit that I ain't got no clue in, don't care about. But that's how I'm pushing this podcast movement. POD, podcast or die. And I'm serious about this shit. So I went and watched the show, listened, and that shit was dope. I mean, his show motivated me. His whole podcast is about black entrepreneurship. And it teaches you how to grow, build your business, and do things successfully as a black person in the world, in America, wherever you at, and push your product. Don't give up. Brainstorm. Come up with your ideas. What to do, what not to do, type of people you need to put yourself around, the type of people you need to push away from you. I mean, all his episodes really teach you how to be a successful business owner. And the episode that I watched was episode 88. He had a special guest on there. I don't remember her name, but that episode made me feel like they was talking directly to me, talking about starting up a business, how hard it is to start up a business, how everybody can't start a business. Some people ain't built for that. And I see what I'm doing. I see all the moves I'm making, all the things that I'm going through, the people that I feel is close to me, and the words that they use to speak to me about the things I'm doing, and how just wrongly and wrongful people are around me, and they don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And then the people that are coming all the way out of nowhere, just having my back, just supporting, being there for me, pushing my show, resharing my show, giving me ideas, investing with me, building brands with me. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, and it's overnight. It's just coming. It's coming. Boom, 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 bam. You feel me? Everywhere. And his show, it made me feel like he was talking straight to me. I mean, the shit he's saying that you go through becoming a new business owner, I'm going through right now. The shit that he's saying that make people fail, it's things that went through my brain right now. Where I say, man, fuck this shit. I don't even feel like doing it this week, man. I'm tired of this shit. The kids is getting in the way. You know what I'm saying? My kids' mom, my wife in the way. This person, my partners, my friends, the business people, they ain't doing what they said they gonna do. I didn't get this done. Fuck this shit, man. I'm gonna come back next week. Then I listen to what he said. No, you can't do that. That's how you never get where you're supposed to be. You gotta stay focused. Anybody that make you feel that way, cut them off. So I'm cutting people off, but I already been saying that. I already been doing that. You know, I ain't trying to come out here and vent, but I'm just telling y'all the real, because we connected right now on this Gaszstation podcast. You feel me? So y'all need to tune into that. If you got a business, you need to watch trailblazers.fm. You need to watch that podcast. And then also add him on IG. It's TBPOD. So basically that stands for Trailblazers Podcast. But it's on the IG is TBPOD. Or you can add the actual person, the creator, directly on IG. It's Stephen Hart. STEPHEN Hart. Stephen Hart. You know what I'm saying? Y'all add him, man. But yeah, though, that's my reviews for this week. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff going on. Should we hopefully, like, man, you see, I can't even get the words out my motherfucking mouth. But I'm going to just put it like this, man. I hope the Raiders win tomorrow. That'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? If the Raiders pull that off, man. You know, I'm from Oakland, for the people that don't know. And we got Marshawn Lynch, man. He's a dope player. And I just hope they pull it off tomorrow. They 2-2, I think. You know what I'm saying? I hope they pull it off. I also hope the Falcons pull it off, because I live in Atlanta, so hope both of them teams do their thing. Well, let's talk about college. I know nothing about college too much, but y'all leave comments. Let me know what's a good college team I should start following, man, because I really don't watch college. I ain't got time for all that shit. Saturday's my favorite day of the week. I be out shopping, you know what I'm saying, looking at thick-ass Georgia Peach women, looking beautiful and gorgeous in the mall and all this stuff. I be taking my kids out and doing things with them on Saturdays. I ain't got time to watch little kids play football, but yeah, let me know what's a good team to start following, man, because I see college football is very exciting, and it bring in a lot of money, and a lot of people love that shit in America. So y'all help me find a good college football team. But some of these scores, because I'm bringing y'all the shit, Let's see. Georgia beat Vanderbilt 45-40.